Okay, guys. Oh my god. So, hi, I'm back with another review from tonight's episode. And clearly, from the smile on my face, they listen to us. Okay, so we got more Jaleb content, and I was here for it. So firstly, I would like to address people who in my comments in my previous video. Again, thank you so much for hearing me out. I honestly was scared to like upload that because I thought my opinion would have been so different from others and I would get a lot of backlash. But apparently everybody thought the same way, so yay for that. But there were some people who were kind of doubting Caleb. I have two videos here. And if it is you're not part of the Twitter committee, you may not have seen this video. But if it is you are, and you're heavy Jaleb, you would know about this video. So please have a look.
Oh, the heart. Oh, where there's the pedal. Oh, the heart. Oh, where there's the pedal.
Now the first video, no cameras was around. They were just returning from the challenge and nobody was looking. They were in the back. First of all, they're the only couple that walking together, which is genuine. And then Caleb asked for a kiss. Lovely. Is that fake? You tell me. The next one, I don't know if it skipped you in the episode, but when they finished Johnny lame corny proposal, Justine went upstairs to Caleb, and when she saw her boo, she kissed him. Please tell me your opinions of Caleb. Please change this episode because the editing fixed and it was convincing. If it is also think that Caleb is no longer interested in Justine, please let me know down below if your decision changed, because the editing got it right this time and you could see that they are completely into each other. So that's besides the point. Let's get into the episode. Alright, so the episode started off obviously where they left off yesterday, which was the proposal asking to be girlfriend crap, which honestly was very corny. I wasn't convinced, but I have to say Sally is too adorable. Like, I couldn't look past it. Like, even though I was like watching it, like every time Sally is like, I'm like, Sally. So I had to like look past. Like, I didn't really take on the actual gesture of the guys because it was extra, but Sally itself, she carried that whole moment. Also, Carrington looked very sexy in the room waiting for Sally, I have to admit. Still don't like him, but he looked sexy there. As well as Caleb. As far as I'm concerned, Caleb take that whole moment from them because he was upstairs and he was just so sweet with Sally and reading. Even though he reading it for his boy Johnny, he also has a relationship with Sally, knowing that Sally is the best friend of his girl now boy. So I was like, Caleb. And then after he was like, I think hug. And then he was like, I love you. No, Caleb's voice is so deep. He sounds so sexy saying that. Like, guys. As far as I can say, he steal that whole moment. Anyways, I wasn't convinced with why is my eye looking like I was really like about to cry. So besides that, they were talking by the heart. They did this whole poem thing. Like, let's be real here, Johnny didn't do that. He asked, she said yes, and they also exchanged the L word. While everybody stand up upstairs watching, and everybody is just waiting to cheer and blah blah blah. Not convinced, don't care. So after that, we went to another Jaleb moment, guys. They listened because you could have seen that they literally took into consideration the fact that they've been editing out Jaleb, and Caleb and Justine has been giving them content, has been doing cute things, but they just haven't been showing it, and they did it this episode. So they put Jaleb moment right after Johnny and Sally when they were talking, and Sis was ready to open up. Love to see it. So Sis was telling him basically that she felt like she was holding back herself, and he's just like, I'm sensing that you're holding back. I love honesty, so let me know how you're really feeling. She was just like, I was holding on to hurts from past relationships and past situations, and I felt like I was coming into this relationship with it, and because it seems so too good to be true, and that's a typical thing girls do, that they self-sabotage relationships, where it's like, he's going to do me this, so it's always kind of woke up yourself to assume that he would do you what the others do you. I mean, that's what all females do, and it just comes to a point where we have to at least cut it off and say, okay, I'm gonna give myself into the situation, and I guess I had to take the hurt if the hurt come. So sis was kind of just talking her feelings, and Caleb was just there. They zoom into the kiss. They zoom into the kiss, and I was just like, I am here for it. Love Island and CBS, you'll be changing what we tell you to change. So yeah, that was basically the conversation. That was cute. Also, we got to see them kissing in bed, Justin and Caleb, which was also cute. You could see that they gave us a little more seconds than they was doing the snippets of everybody in bed, but they gave us a little more time with Jaleb on the bed. Honestly, I felt more for that little conversation they had, as well as that bed moment, than Johnny and Sally proposal moment. Sorry, not sorry. Also, I need to mention this. Why Moira was running up when Justin was running up to Sally when she and Johnny made it official. Like, Moira really looking for camera time. I wasn't here for it. Like, sis, you needed to move. This was about Justin and Sally hugging each other. What she was running with Justin for. As well as you're coming talking to Calvin now, talking about you think they're in a better place and because of so much they went through. I'm like, you only talking that because you was insecure, and the fact that Calvin didn't even turn his eyes at any new girl and was still wanting you, that's the reason why you're talking like that. And trust and believe, if a new guy walk in tomorrow and they get asked to choose somebody for a date and they choose you, or even if they walk in, she would just say that she's not feeling like Calvin. So I'm not convinced. Moira in bed kissing him and thing, and I'm just there like, sis, too late to start playing the game now. It's over. We all want you out, but clearly, you see how she and Calvin taking it a bit serious now? That means Moira on our TV. That means she's not going anywhere anytime soon. Alright, so we have the challenge. The challenge time is now, guys. When Caleb got the text, first we stripping. We watching every Jaleb detail. He read the thing and he had on she knee. Caleb hand was on she knee while reading the text. Tell me he not into her. Tell me. Anyways, I'm just happy that they portrayed them properly this episode. And everybody who's doubted in the comments, don't doubt it. It's real. Ugh, this is one dude I'm gonna put my head on a block for, because I really love Caleb. I genuinely feel like he's genuine. So they went. Calvin started. Guys, Calvin is getting cute. Calvin is getting so attractive. It's such a weird, like, he had to grow on you. Calvin is getting attractive. He did his thing. Whatever. He chose Moira. Moira can't kiss. I feel like everybody knows this by now. Then we had Mr. Caleb, who came and he did his thing. Why I blushing like if this is my person? Caleb did his thing. He picked up Justine. It was the water part for me though. When he dropped the water on him, I was just like, okay. And then a little kiss part. It's like, Caleb. I love these two too much. Like, it's an unhealthy amount of love. So anyways, so they did their thing. Carrington came out, he did his thing, and he picked Lakey. Guys, this whole episode was really sad for Laura. I felt bad for her because I feel like no one is taking into consideration her feelings. So in the moment everybody's cheering on Lakey now reaching the villa, and she was getting more support from the girls than Laura, who's been there a week before. That was my problem. That was my main problem with it. Even though Kirsten is a gem, Kirsten has been going to her side. Kirsten is such a sweet person, but at the same time, we also know Kirsten is happy that someone could relate to what she's been going through, so she could now go and talk about Carrington to that person, because everybody's been fed up of you talking about Carrington and being into him. And honestly, Carrington ruined Kirsten's experience in this, because she can't get over him, and I think she just needs to leave the villa to really get over him and find somebody else, because Carrington really not on anybody. And I love Kirsten, I really want the best for her, but Carrington is just not on anybody, and he's not there for the right reasons. But I felt bad for Laura, because when she came back, Sally and they were like, how was the kiss? And she was like, he's a good kisser. And it's just like, in front of Laurel though, I understand it's a challenge. I totally understand it's a challenge, but at the same time, they were already on a rocky road in their relationship. And I don't know, Carrington is just I don't know, I just don't like him. He don't know what he wants. I like the fact that also CBS, they really listen to us, you know, guys, because they cut down Johnny's session to, like, you just saw snippets of him coming down and doing the obstacle. It wasn't like the whole thing. Like, they gave Caleb his whole section. I am here for it. We saw Bennett. I was glad that he actually chose Laurel, because it kind of also made her feel like she was wanted, especially in a situation where you felt like no one was in your corner. But at the same time, when I heard his intentions, I was like, nah, he just played my girl dog, because he basically did it so that he could get Kirsten attention. When they went back in the house, they all sat down and talked about why they choose certain people and whatever. And again, as I was saying, I didn't like how Laurel is not getting any kind of support from the girls, because they all sat around and they were talking about the things, and she was kind of like talking her feelings and basically saying, it's no offense to you, it's just I find that disrespectful on his part. And like, it was dead silence, and then like that was the end of the scene. And I'm like, nobody going to like tell Laurel anything, as in comfort her or like try to convince her like, Laurel, Carrington is really not on you need to like the advice that Justine would give to Sally, or like what friends would really give to friends. And I understand Laurel now kind of come in the picture too, but still, I don't know, I felt bad for her, honestly. I mean, at the end of the day, Laurel didn't take the cue from us when we did the challenge and we told her that Carrington is shallow as a puddle or something. So no, it's as deep as a puddle. And basically she was kind of like entertaining the thought of probably Calvin should be a better choice, but she didn't go there. The fact that she could stand up for herself and talk to Carrington and kind of put him in place and literally say what we've been saying, a new toy come in the house, and he literally just turned his head. Literally, she watched him in his face and say that, I was dead. But Carrington wasn't having the conversation. He wanted to throw the fact that she was entertaining the thought of Calvin. At the end of the day, she was just talking about the challenge, and it was a thought. She didn't really pursue anything with him because she was really here for you, Carrington. And he basically got up and walked away. In that same breath, Kirsten ran to her, which was again very sweet. I like that support that Kirsten given her, but she's also very cool. So she basically, in the circle with the girls when they came back home from the challenge, was saying that it was confirmation that she really just didn't want to be picked from him, so she's no longer feeling him. So when he pulled her to talk, she told him, and I'm like, oh no, Kirsten. He basically was like, he wanted to get her jealous, and she's there with his blank face like, and you did that, why? I was just like, Kirsten is so cool. If she's not on you, she's not on you though. Side note, so somebody left in my comments that Carrington slept around and he has a baby on the way, and that Johnny has a fiance. Guys, please let me know the tea, because that is some juicy stuff. Guys, they really listen to us, you know. Like, I honestly sat there and I was just like, I want to cry. This is more than 20 minutes of Jaleb content for this entire episode. Like, first we was getting Jaleb content. I didn't even know the episode was going to finish until I saw tomorrow night. Like, they gave us so much Jaleb content. Like, they really listened. Anyways, so he pulled his s'mores. I was like, glad everybody having fun, but can I come for just... And they went to the side, and it's like, he listens too, because when she was telling him about her family and that they made a campfire and stuff, like, he took into consideration like her home experience and made her feel like home, as well as him too, because they're both family oriented, and she loves that about him, he loves that about her. And then they were talking about kids, and I'm like, Justine was mentioning like, he's too good to be true, like, where do they make Caleb? And I'm just there like, sis, same, where is the lab they make Caleb's from? Because we all need to line up. We need to pick a number and create our Caleb. We've been like, where's the lab? CBS, let me know where you find him now, please. Anyways, so they had a little moment. It was cute, the little kiss session again. That was everything. Then we had Carrington in the midst of all that, pulling Lakey away from everybody, which again was a slap in Laurel's face. So he pulled her upstairs and was just like, I'm in a sticky situation where I'm coupled up, and I never got my eyes turned to want to choose somebody else. And I'm like, Carrington, you didn't do that with like literally every person that come in the house. It's like, you've been switching. You and Moira is the same. Like, you all need to leave. But clearly he and Moira are going to ride it out to the end. Like, they're just going to stay there. They playing the game of stay in the villa till it ends. He basically pulled her aside, and Laurel walked away and went to the dressing room. And here was the support that I was looking for. Justine came in and she was like, you want a hug? Sally came, everybody was around her, and basically she was talking about how she felt about the situation, how she was never taken for the villa because it's just a waste of time. And that was sweet from the girls. Finally she got some support on her end. But I think that was the end of the episode. Like, I honestly did not even know that hour passed. First, I was so into the episode, so I'm very glad CBS listened. I'm very glad for that. So that was basically the episode, guys. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for coming to my video. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I love to hear it. I love to answer. I love to talk to you guys. Subscribe since you're here already. Share the video if you want to. I don't know. Tell a friend about it. Tell a friend to subscribe to my channel. I don't know. We gon' grow. I'm trying to get to a goal. Like, I don't have much subscribers, but the more you'll watch and I gain my subscribers, I'm very glad for that. My birthday is next month, so I'm really trying to like aim for that 1K at least, because I'm definitely not at 1K followers, especially being in Caribbean. I'm hard to find, guys. I'm hard to find, especially with my name. By the way, my name is Chez. By the way, if it is you couldn't pronounce it, hi. Anyways, so yeah, leave a comment down below, subscribe, and let me know what you think about this episode. I was really happy, especially the fact that CBS listened to the uproar that they was getting, and yeah, they're really adding Jaleb moments, and I was here for it. So yes, I'll see you guys tomorrow for another review, and yeah, I'll see you guys.